Hi, this is Joshua and welcome back to Real Life Clean Living. Today I'm going to talk to you about how I became an intermittent fasting vegan. I'm going to talk to you about my experience with it, what the pros and cons of intermittent fasting have been for me, and how to determine if it's right for you. All that coming up next. If you don't know what intermittent fasting is, let me kind of sum it up in a nutshell. Intermittent fasting is dividing your day into two parts, one for fasting and one where you can actually eat. And of course, fasting means that you don't consume any food or beverages with the exception of maybe water. Now, with intermittent fasting, you can drink black coffee or green tea. Now, I don't know why black coffee and green tea are okay, but somebody might know, so I don't know, Google it. During 16 hours of your day, you're actually fasting, so no eating. And then the other 8 hours of the day, you can actually eat a regular meal. And when I say regular meal, I don't mean go out and binge on pizza and, French fries after you've been not eating. I mean like have something really healthy, like a salad with maybe a side of soup or some rice or some potatoes or whatever a healthy meal looks like to you. If you do eat healthy, trust me, your body will thank you. Intermittent fasting has all sorts of health benefits, anything from weight loss to muscle gain to even like spirituality. For me, I did intermittent fasting for weight loss. And one thing that really stood out to me was when I heard that when you're fasting, your body actually has time to rest and to digest all the food that you've had for the day. That really made sense to me because if my body's not working on digesting those 30 tacos I just had for dinner, just kidding. If my body's not trying to digest all this food, then my body can actually rest and work in better ways in harmony with itself. And maybe if my body's working in harmony with itself, it'll actually grow the hair back that's thinning. Seriously. No, I'm just kidding. Over the last few years, I slowly but surely have been packing on weight again. I started intermittent fasting about a month ago and wanted to try it after hearing the benefits. The first couple days were really not that bad. I did notice that I was kind of falling back into patterns that I had been doing before, like getting snacks and eating food when I wasn't really hungry. And now I really realize what I'm doing. I realize when food is going into me. So when I'm bored or if I've had a really stressful day, I can think, am I fasting? Yes. Okay, it's been a long day. I've been fasting. And you know what? I'm actually just eating because I had a long, stressful day or I'm bored. So it's been huge for me because that realization means that I can stop that pattern and create a new one. Now, the one downside to intermittent fasting for me has just been more of a personal problem. See, I kind of have a funky schedule. I go to class at night, so I'm taking night classes and my class starts at 5:30. That means I must be done eating before 5:30. My eating period actually lasts until 7. So I'm actually losing about an hour and a half of eating time. I've been able to plan it out pretty good that I don't actually suffer from not eating during that time. It's actually pretty good. There are some days though that I have to hurry up and eat before I go to class. And that's kind of a bummer because I don't really get to enjoy the food the way I really want to. But if I'm really feeling peckish, I will have a snack in class and that's just fine. That's not really a disadvantage of intermittent fasting. It's just kind of my own personal problem with my own scheduling. The last thing I want to talk about is whether you think intermittent fasting is for you. And that's kind of your own personal preference. Now, intermittent fasting, I wouldn't say is for everybody. Some people have certain dietary restrictions and some people just have really weird schedules. Let's be real. I will say that it has worked for me. I've lost some weight, not a ton. It's only been a month, let's be real, like I said. I have noticed that my bad habits that I was falling into, like stress eating, eating when I was bored, and actually just gorging out myself when I wasn't really enjoying my food. Now, when I have a meal, when I break my fast, I actually enjoy my food. I'm slowing down and I'm actually tasting my food instead of just scarfing it in. And that makes a big difference. Especially because I'm starting to eat healthy again, I realize that the food that's going into me is actually nutritious. It's actually going to benefit my body. And that is huge. If you have that mindset and you can actually stop and enjoy your food, that is freaking amazing. Let me tell you what. Like I said before, I chose intermittent fasting because I wanted to lose weight. Now that might be something that you want to do, but it might not be. You might want to gain muscle, or you might just want to feel better overall. So take those into account when you're making the decision on whether you should try intermittent fasting or not. Now I want to hear from you. Do you think that you would try intermittent fasting? Maybe for a week, or maybe a whole month like I did. I think I'm going to keep doing intermittent fasting, but I want to know if it's something that you would try. And if you have intermittent fasted before, or if you're currently intermittent fasting, why don't you go ahead and pop a comment in the comment section and let me know some good tips. And if they're good tips for me, they're probably good tips for somebody else. So go ahead and leave a comment. I love hearing from you, and I'm so happy that you stopped by to check out this video today. Please like and subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. And if you found some good insight in this video, please go ahead and share it with a friend. Thank you again for stopping by. And until next video, stay real and stay clean, and I'll see you next time.